Hello. So some of you probably already know heart disease is the #1 killer in our nation today in both men and women. This is primarily due to unhealthy lifestyle choices and eating habits. Now, it's a very broad disease that affects the heart. So I'm going to focus primarily on coronary artery disease, which is the buildup of plaque in the coronary artery. And now the coronary artery is the artery of the heart that delivers blood to the heart so that it's able to pump properly. Just like the veins in your legs and your arms pump blood to those parts of the body so you're able to use them. Now, coronary artery disease, like I said, it's a plaque buildup in these arteries that prohibit blood from flowing properly, which can result in blood clots and even heart attacks. Now, what doctors have done, which I think is pretty cool as a science major, is that they have developed a surgery called coronary artery bypass graft surgery, where they take a graft, which is just a sample or a small portion of your vein, either found from the inner part of your leg and your chest, that they use to divert the blood flow around that plaque buildup so the heart can pump properly and efficiently. Now, this surgery, it's relatively new, with the first successful one being back in 1960, but ever since its inception, it's shown great promise and looks like it's continuing to make advancements even today. So I'm going to take you back to the very beginning of it. So in 1910, the idea of CABG, or coronary artery bypass graft surgery, was thought up, and during that time, doctors developed the heart-lung machine, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and they developed the graft, or the idea of the graft, and which grafts worked best for the surgery. Fast forward to 1960, where they performed the first successful heart surgery on a human. And so during that time, since it's relatively new, out of the first 150 patients, around 9% died. But fast forward to today's time, with the solid infrastructure built from the grafts and the heart-lung machine, the surgery is way more efficient now than it has ever been, with a 1 to 3% death rate out of hundreds of thousands of people. So now, let me walk you through a step-by-step procedure of the surgery. So first, doctors will just make an incision down your sternum, which is going to be the center part of your rib cage. From there, they're gonna break it open, because the heart's actually located at the very center of your body. Unlike people saying it's on the left side, it's going to be at the very center. So from there, doctors will take the graft from your leg or your chest, get it ready, and they'll put tubes into your heart, which link up to the heart-lung machine like I talked about previously. Now this acts as the heart during the surgery, so they can perform on the heart and not to worry about it pumping or anything, or losing blood. So the heart-lung machine will take the blood from the heart and direct it throughout the body so that the cells of the body can stay alive. Now, during this process, they'll take the graft and they'll sew it around the plaque buildup so that the blood can flow around it. Once everything looks good and all the stitches look tight, they will turn off the heart-lung machine, allow the blood to flow back into the body, and then they'll check to make sure there aren't any leaks in the heart. Once everything looks good, they'll close you up, and then they'll put you in post-op, will observe you for a couple of days, and then they'll let you go home, give you a few instructions on how to manage the wound, and what to do and what not to do while you're recovering. So even today, like I was talking about how it's continuing to improve, doctors aren't satisfied with this procedure still, and they want to make it better and better. So they looked into ways where they don't even have to break open the chest anymore, as well as looking for better grafts and getting rid of the entire heart-lung machine completely, which is crazy to think about. So they'll be doing the surgery on a pumping heart. But my favorite is that they're going to incorporate robotics. So what this means is they're going to make just 4 small incisions, put robotic arms in each incision, and then a doctor can control them from a console outside of the body, where he'll have like a 3D imaging of the heart so he can do it from there. So as you can see, this surgery has been improving ever since its inception. It's continuing to improve, and looks like it won't be stopping anytime soon. Hopefully y'all won't have to experience this in the future. So just remember, stay healthy, my friends.